Sounds like a really great outcome.
I think if it's like, if she starts off with that,
The workshop, like,
if she, seeming
Has
like
Kristen
that one can,
hasn't gotten
the
a lot of
stakes are
stage
a lot
time, like,
lower
the last
in the
workshop
scenes
seems.
than if we start out
This
with
one-
her as a narrator. Because I think that's
Was it focused obviously
Right.
on stage, like, there's a lot of new music that
Right.
we have to learn. So I think.
Right, so would it be more like,
I would be a music reading.
yeah,
Maybe the first thing is, but I think, yeah, like,
if something's exciting you, I'd love to hear about it. If something is like really freaking you out, whether it's vocally or you're like, I just feel kind of cringy doing this, tell me, like, I would feel like I'm very able to mitigate like what is helpful and what is not, and I want to hear from you, and I want to like hear what's challenging. I also am thinking a lot about the beginning, like my number one concern going into the opening section, or the like first scene, is how that's going to go memorized. So, is that a concern we all share?
I mean, I feel like that's just a concern, like implied. You know?
So fair.
Sometimes you're, behind the scenes and you're going 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
But,
I also think, like, I will be able to do some cueing meeting with the camera. It's not like,
Okay.
the rule is not that the music directors can't help at all. It's just that there's not a separate person conducting. But if there's a hand-free,
Yeah.
cueing is available to be had, then like I'm happy to do that.
Mhm.
And so, I think knowing that hopefully alleviates like some of the how will I remember what rules. I did have a thought, like, and I would be curious to hear everybody else's thoughts too. Like, are the 1/4 bars helpful, or should they just be, part of the 3/4 or a 6/4 or something? Because I asked myself that, and then I looked at it, and I sort of saw like why they're there, because sometimes it is the end of one phrase, and then other times it's like the pickup to the next. But I just wonder if for the memorizing process and like just feeling it, we're all feeling quarters, so maybe we don't need 1/4s.
Yeah.
Those could be revisited.
My kind of like takeaway is maybe 6/4
Yeah.
throughout and simplify it.
Oh, yeah. That also makes, I think, would make it easier to memorize, because then
Yeah.
you're always locked into the symmetry.
Yeah.
There's something about 5, which is just so good.
Yeah.
I
Well, great.
Yeah.
So,
And then the end. So, whoa, something really there. Yeah, so the end with all of you in the piano, I'm like not sure how that's gonna work with just timing, spacing, how ramped or
like scene 6, for instance. That end.
yeah, scene 6. I wrote notes over about it, right? Yeah, you can just take this at whatever. This is just your like, this is dramatic more than rhythmic,
Okay.
or metric at all.
And I had a question about this page, in particular, page 68. Is it the first line, the first system, the treble clef is one line,
Huh.
and then Eileen enters, and then we go to the third line, and then it's the fourth line, or is it all simultaneous? Or,
I'm so sorry, can you say that again?
no, I think it's because on the side, none of the lines are like grouped together.
I know, it's.
So is it we're reading it like this?
Oh, no, yeah, no,
Reading it
we're reading it all at the same
time.
time, so piano, the low voice, the high voice, woman. This is
Got it.
all simultaneous.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry,
Oh, that's okay.
that is not,
I wanted to,
really fun. I need like some master engraver to talk to, honestly. Or I'm gonna put in like phantom
I think
brackets.
something about like seeing the, well, I guess I mean like these pictures are useful, but
but I'm still like, I composed it with that idea, so we'll lose some of that, but we'll feel it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I do understand.
While we're talking about like other visual things on the page, you might have already thought of this, but I also think that like getting it so that it's two full systems on a page, as well as like whenever it's a new scene, like really having it be the next page, or like, I don't know, a clear definition like at the bottom half of the page, just because I think, at least for me, just being able to see where the line is going, like seeing, the next system on one page is helpful in terms of continuity and all that, and then like seeing how they really are like 6 separate scenes. It's like your piece is 6 scenes.
You could cut everyone out.
But especially knowing that like we're having breaks, and I know you have like some breath marks or fermatas and all that, but just like making that structure clear.
Yeah, I'm also wondering if this might actually be a really good opportunity to do like more musical theater style, and that like it's a standalone page.
Where?
Sorry, I'm not making any sense. The way in which musical theater has making no sense. Every scene would look like this.
Yeah,
Scene 1, I'm done scene 1.
yeah,
Scene
exactly.
2.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
that I think just,
So
and that
you
is a final
feel-
step, like, and that's the, the thing you do at the end, or as you're preparing your final score, but I think that would be useful, like, in terms of where we are in the larger work, and like, seeing where we're going.
Yeah, and I wonder if that might make, like, intellectually we would feel the break and mood shift.
Yes, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh my game. Really?
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yes.
So what action are we building to at the end of this?
Okay, so would it help, like, there's like some, I don't know if we've totally nailed this down, but there's like some light element concept that will be like thematic. Like, I'm imagining something as simple as like is it called a ghost light in theater, in the theater world? Is that what it's called? I don't know. This is
The cage light bulb that's on the stand?
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is all what's been going on in my head, and I don't know if it's real.
Describe
Thematic is appropriate. There is a light element, like in the dark we hear voices, and then there's like a light. And I'm not sure if that is a stage light or a physical light on stage. In my brain, I was starting to imagine a physical light on stage. Great. Yeah, okay, I'm not totally crazy. How does that relate to what you just asked?
Well, I have a question about that. So is the light on then from the very beginning, or does she turn the light on?
Neither, in my head.
I think this is maybe a directorial question, but in my head, what I was picturing it is that there's a blackout, you hear singing, and then later, a little light comes on, but she doesn't turn it on.
Okay.
I think that it just comes on, so then we understand, as the audience understands, that it's more of a metaphor, and it's not like she's, now I'm gonna turn on the light, and I'm
Right.
singing, for doing me, like a literal.
Yeah.
But was that your original question? When you
No,
asked
my
me?
original question is there like an action that we're building to?
How's it end?
In my, well, okay, so that's, okay, yeah, it's kind of stop.
Can you tell me what you think first before we answer?
What I think?
Yeah. If you want to answer that question, and then like.
And we could also
last a minute, I think, that you see, and then after the countdown, the lights go out. And it's like the blackout is the moment that she strikes.
It is like the end of The Sopranos.
What
Have you seen it?
The
The show. It's like the end is like a black, it's like a really just out of nowhere like black screen, and people when they were watching it thought the cable cut out. It's like Tony Soprano with his family. It's like, oh yay, we're gonna be okay. We can go out to dinner, and then it's all of a sudden a blackout, and they never reveal whether it's just the end or he gets shot. And so I'm kind of feeling like it's in that territory. My heart says axe. I love axe. but this is like, but that's, if I were playing this role, you know, it's like, it's really there for you to just like feel rage.
Yeah, murderous.
Murderous rage.
And
In
there's,
your own way.
You could be Billy Gordon, or you could be somebody else.
Yeah, who would you be?
and there is an element of interpretation open to the audience. Too,
Yes.
based of course how it's staged and
Yes.
those choices and conversations that ensue, but like, we're not supposed to necessarily know a specific backstory going into it or even coming out of it. It's more of like the feeling of
Yeah.
dread and horror and
I mean, I think it's okay for you to have a backstory, so that, you know, you can have
yes,
all
oh, they should.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's useful, especially for, I mean, the other, you know, especially for you. But I don't know the feelings of some of those stories.
Yeah, and that last one, what? Like, there's, I gave you a notes that just like, I guess don't follow what I bring to a T if that breaks the energy of where that line is leading you.
I'll be looking at this last section.
You want us to string it together, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ah.
Well, that's, is that in what we just did or just in?
Or
I was
about
looking
there.
at scene 6 on page 68.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it leads into them screaming. I mean,
Oh,
like
yeah.
screaming as you do. There's no reason to
Oh.
shrug.
And, yeah, especially tonight.
Tonight, no, why? No reason. And I honestly think an ah would sound really good.
Yeah. Rhythmic notation question,
Mhm.
382 onwards, just where you are. Those ahs, you say follow the woman's downbeat, so I wonder if just putting an 8 rest
Yeah, there you go. That's great.
there works.
Would be
And then the, I'm sorry, I'm not going to write.
You can laugh at
I'm not going to wrote because I wrote, is this a bar? I didn't know if, because I see that Eileen has one, like, has the final say, right, the one. And then so this is saying like, you know, there's a fermata beat or rest or you space afterwards.
Honestly, maybe I just keep the opening empty measures. I'm gonna do that. It is
Yeah, just
your.
I think adding it, however, however it lines up, like, I don't think we need this bar, but it could be that it's like at the end of the system. But I don't know
Yeah.
how that- Cool. So is everybody like to conclude?
Yeah, this is gonna be a staging potential nightmare. If you're like, this is not gonna work with how you're imagining what's going on staging wise, we can obviously discuss. But
Do you want to be on this side, because it's more open?
It's supposed to be our low end, though.
Oh, yeah.
actually, I mean, maybe I'll switch you just for mechanics.
And I'm not.
No, you are not, yeah.
That's creepy.
yeah.
Yeah, that sounds.
I like for everyone.
Okay, so, and then I'm at the keys, doing this.
Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna play, I don't know,
I
like I
love the
said.
idea, I don't know if it'll be heard.
Yeah, I mean, yes, very aware.
I could do it up here. Oh, but then you have the game to press.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll play around. So, I think there's her G. You're very much in like A flat now.
And you don't have to, I really think like because there's no sound, like just get the flow of the line. The key doesn't really matter, maybe I'll write it in, but I felt, well, there was a like very specific reason why I was, because your last note is an F and I wanted to lead into that G, and feel like there's a movement upward. Like every movement is a, step higher, just like to kind of amp up the energy, so don't feel like you need to start on a G.
Okay.
Or if you do want that relationship, like if you want it to feel like it's coming out of the previous F, like starting on pitch and then having it
Oh,
gradually, then making a note that says like, building in pitch, but exact pitch is not necessary, or something like that, that gives you, if you basically just want each note to get higher and higher. But if it doesn't matter, if going from the F, like it doesn't really matter what the next note is, then, but I kind of like the idea of it like starting from a place and being connected and then gradually like kind of lifting off.
okay. Cool, let's,
What
can we try different times? Can we like try it as written and then try, yeah.
There's your G.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
Too fast.
Yeah.
I really like multiple bravados, scissoras in between each of your lines. Unless you like feel like there's, I maybe feel like 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 is more connected and measured, but this is like more of an acting thing, I think. You feel the beats, let it linger, extreme multiple bravado, just like take it at your pace
Okay.
and take time. Can we hear it like twice the amount of time to 3 times? Just so we can hear it, because
But
maybe.
with the time in between each number, is there a sense of
Continuity in,
a sense of speeding up or slowing down? Like is
I would say
TBD.
speeding up.
Okay, but still like not letting it. It's not really like a fast chillerando. It's like something's getting closer,
Yeah,
right? Like
Yes.
we're getting nearer and nearer to the thing that's gonna happen. And
yes.
okay.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
And it could also be an abrupt, like even some silence. That was scary.
Even slower.
Yeah, but curious still this.
I really like it. If there's any way we could really hop off on 2, I just,
Hop
Are
off
we-
like in a breathless, like 2. Like
oh, well that's really cool. I was imagining muting.
Oh, you're
I'm
right.
muting.
Right, sorry.
And
it's
that was
just
there.
complete silence.
It's because for me, it's the voices are with her up until 2, and then on the 1, when she's doing the action in the physical world, it's just her.
Cool. Okay. finishes two, is it like two, or are we giving that word some weight?
If we can give that word some weight and be off, that would be really cool.
So it is like as soon as we basically hear two.
No, oh, sorry, whatever, the opposite. So if we can only hear one in silence.
Okay, great. That's what I thought. So it is really like, yeah. The breath.
I wonder, do you like that? Do you like this being a glissando, or do you think it should just be one? One or one? I know, I'm supposed to know that answer, Jill.
I think it would be useful to hear the difference. This part of it
Maybe we can hear it. Could we try it this time exactly as written, but on the measure where you say two and your last ah, we have a real break before one? Just so.
Like you want, I need to take longer to say one after you cut off.
Caesura.
You still want us, yeah. But there's still space in between the ones.
There is still space in between. Yeah, it's like less and less space in between the fermatas.
As
And then-
as it ascends.
Yeah, and then a caesura after two. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Wait. What have I done? Yeah, yeah.
But do you still want Eileen's numbers to be further spaced apart?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think I think you could even go 10, 9,
Okay,
like
okay,
that drastic.
okay.
Like, you're amping yourself up at first. You're like, I need help amping myself up. And then maybe at 6, you're like, well, okay, I'm halfway up. Might as well go the whole way.
To use a different metaphor, it almost feels like she's on top of like a building, like approaching a ledge.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Another equally dark. It does feel like,
Gosh.
It does feel like.
I'm not turning back, like I'm going, I'm like, here you go, like, yeah, or whatever, you know, metaphor you want to use, but it does that, it's like approaching something that, like, when you get there, it's gonna happen. So, at first, you're not, maybe you're not sure where you're going, but like that, then if you kind of picture that ledge, whatever that ledge would be, like, as you're nearing it, it gets quicker, which is then giving it a try. Do you want to hear the one a different way?
Yeah, can you just go one? Like, not. Can you just, instead of the glissando, take the glissando out and just have a one on the down?
Sung or spoken? Or we could try both.
I'm gonna say. Yeah, like a healthy scream might fly teacher would always be like, go team, kind of thing. But
Somewhere,
it
yeah.
doesn't even have to be, I think, audible.
Okay.
What's the word, like legible, but in understand. Sorry, apparently.
I think we're both on the same,
Okay.
we're on the same page. I think
But
I-
loud, like, is it, it's loud.
It's
So
loud.
makes you feel like, which I know this is more.
Lean into the cringe, like it is uncomfortable.
I think you can get a little bit faster, but a little that kind of down, you know, so that they're not the same space. I think like the first thing, like 1097, I think, that was really nice what you did. And then probably, you know, a little like faster, kind of closer together, so that by the time you get to two, like two almost falls right in down to three, you know, kind of work that out in your head. And like one of the reasons yelling one is the opposite. It's not a whisper, but it's like a, I'm gonna do this now. Like I made the decision.
Yeah.
It's not scary anymore.
That's what I felt.
So let's
The-
try.
Okay.
the one.
Yes,
Yeah.
psychopath.
Yeah.
Right, yes, exactly.
Cool. Yeah, this is awesome. Thank you for all just being. How do we feel about the yelling into it? Is it cool?
Yeah.
Is it
Yeah.
fun? Or is it like
Are you-
you're like whatever?
No, are you happy with this style of yell that we're doing?
Yeah, it sounds so
It feels very
cool.
much like a singer yell to me. I'm like, ah! I want to give you blood curdling, but
It is not, there's no reason to, it's already like, what is happening? So you don't need we don't need, I don't feel as if the audience needs a scream because it feels like, where is that even coming from?
I almost just wish like we didn't see your body at all and then we saw your hands.
This could be a really cool film, I'm just saying. Anyway, here's one thing. Yeah, I feel like that could be really cool, we just saw hands, but, we do see her body. I'm wondering if maybe we start the on 4? Because I love it so much, I don't feel as if I get enough of it.
And I feel like they can be paced, you know, as we sort of settle into the final pacing of the Lean's line, like they can kind of match that in terms of build or length or whatever.
yeah, I assume we should sort of terrace those a little too.
Yeah, I think so. And I also wonder if there is a way in which we could, instead of everything, I like things to feel like a machine happening all at once, but I actually think this piece might benefit from Mila starting with the key clicking, and then
Oh, and then
I feel like
Hans.
Hans. I'm like, what will sound less, the lower end?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then Hans, then Natalie, and then we're in it. So like Mila on 9 with the like, I was like, what if you had a little race car over them, but that's not vibe. Like that.
Yeah, I don't know, I mean,
Yeah.
trying to think if there's a way to do it. Okay.
I kind of like that we're like, is that just a sound to learn? You know? That it's not a big deal at first. So, Mila on 9, Hans on 8, Natalie on 7. And then 6, 5, 4. Is it fun or is it like a little silly? You feel fun and silly?
Yeah.
All right, good.
I never do this.
Yes, you for us.
Okay, great. That's what I wanted. It'll be fun. I don't know if anyone noticed, but like I had a lot of fun notating this.
Still more time.
Yeah, oh yeah. I think I'm gonna get.
So Hans is entering what number?
8.
Oh, okay. And then 7, yes.
Yeah, me too. I wonder if now we don't need that caesura as much. Like we don't need the moment in between. Yes, I want to take it out here. I like the building
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah. That looks right here.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 1.
How do you feel?
I like that.
Does it make more or less sense if there's a pause?
Well, I think it has a lot to do with how this is going to be staged, which is like something, that hasn't happened yet. So, I think it has a lot to do with probably, how it's going to be directed and staged, because if there is like action going on at this point in the scene, that may sort of be the governing force as to like what you can do and what makes sense.
Two questions. When you say action, do you mean something you do or something else is happening?
Either.
Okay.
Yeah, just action on the stage, whatever is happening at this time.
Let's say that was part of the equation, psychologically, does it make more sense for you to think of and not for your character?
I don't know. Yeah.
I do think so much of this end moment depends on staging. And I think this is one of those things that I'm like, maybe we should set it and the one will have a better, clearer idea. Because the only thing I'm questioning right now is what's happening on one.
Yeah, two thoughts. The thing I liked about having the Fedora is that it kind of felt like, what's gonna happen? Like 3, 2,
Yeah.
1. Like it felt like there was almost like a little lift or something, right?
Yeah.
So I wonder notationally if you actually put another fermata of arrest, but like maybe with parentheses around the So it's like,
Sure.
this could be, you could go right into it. It's saying, it's giving you the option, the other one. Or, you can't actually put parentheses, then a note that just says, this could go, in time or take time, something like gives you the option. Because I do think like it is open to interpretation, but in the way we've been doing it, like feeling like we were like really lifting off and then, suddenly like we're in flight and are we going up or down? And maybe that's a question that also is left to the audience, but doing it in time, it didn't feel as much as that.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. There's something dramaturgical about a pause. It's like, if I were the audience, I'd be like, is that a pause like we initially do this, or is that a pause like, I'm no longer, And it's kind of interesting to have that, because I would this is interesting to have.
Another question, in between each scene, does time pass? Do we need to know if time has passed? Like, or is it all one moment?
I really think as if like time is not even part of the
So
conversation.
it's sort of, I mean, not that.
It's not like
Not that I like.
6 hours later.
Yeah, no, but I knew that, but I didn't know if it should feel like, are we in the same moment through this whole work, or is it like we're in a room, right, with one light on, right, or one light bulb, and like, it's kind of like, the lights are on, or the spotlight's on, and then it's off, right? We never see the other voices, so is it all kind of like, yeah, is it all in the span of a day, not that it has to say like, same day? But is it,
Yeah.
yeah, is it, is it not?
I think it's more interesting if it's, within the span of a shorter time period.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, but I also would want to talk to whoever's staging this about whether, you know, I think that there are points in which the hairstyle is more related. You know, it's like a discussion about what does that mean, what is how does it the audience? I think the lighting, you know, is kind of like a full character in this. Helps, you know, define what's going on, you know, when we're talking about an abstract thing. I think of it as mood shifts,
Yeah,
you know?
that, yeah, I think is it time or is it mood shift? What would be most useful in our last half hour, just keep in mind, like, a few minutes before 10 is probably what we should.
Absolutely. I think, well, just some like vague notes is that I think I'm gonna cut the metal square on the lower strings. That feels like comfortable. I forget exactly where that is.
The beginning of scene 5.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that feels like a little too campy for me. I would love if there was like one second where I can just hear the other things on the piano, but also we can do that at the end, maybe just so I can
Yeah, I mean,
hear them really quickly.
trying to hear it in context, like, yeah,
Yeah, I wonder if like,
we could look at that scene again.
yeah, I wonder if for that scene instead of metal that we try wood, I think that might be like a little less, just kind of fuzzy.
Where was that? Is that a scene 3? Scene 2.
No, 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 there was a section.
Oh, yeah, scene 3.
I like it for the high notes, but I didn't like it when it was in lower, it's lower register. Where did that go? Oh, I'm sorry, it's scene 5. Place metal on lower
so you
strings 5
still
to-
want something there, just
Yeah.
not metal. Okay.
Yeah, and then keep the metal on the high strings, or whatever we took down the octave and scene. Yeah, so then.
So, lower strings. Yeah, I think it depends on the weight again.
Yeah.
Like, that's fully attached, not to get it.
All right, well,
Maybe like a, a small sandbag.
yeah, I do like that idea.
Anagrams. I've got it.
An anagram.
Anagrams.
That's full of class. I'll think, this is really helpful, I'll
It's
think
like
through it.
what do you use, notebook, the wood, like, or the plastic, like something that dulls the sound, because glass and metal would be like, the tinny sound,
Yeah.
everything works up here, but here it's almost like you're trying to emulate like the xylophone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know what you're saying.
I like the hammer. Well, that was all really helpful, it's,
Something, yeah, something that's like, I'm thinking like a drum pad, which is rubber. which I
Yeah.
have, or that like that texture where it's like maybe that. Anyway, so we figured that out.
or do you want to do it after? No. Either. Oh, maybe I do. I think, what scene is this? Oh, yeah, okay, so in around like 306, I mean, where there's, I'll throw fists. I think just like, Melissa was kind of bringing up this concept in the I'll break skin. And I think you can almost treat it like, I don't know where you were in like choir, where they're like, on the one of this, you're all gonna say nah, or like tuh. Yeah, take those really seriously. I actually like was looking a lot at the score for Dog Days when they're like, I don't know if you've seen that opera, but at the end, like all the characters are freezing to death. And they like ad lib like and I was kind of thinking of that. So I want you to like feel comfortable to like really get into those. I'll break skin. I don't know, but you know use the consonants to break us out of this like. There is a line with a piece of it's very sung. And then it is more and more less sung.
Okay.
And this is really that transition, I think, where we start to hear the unsung parts of your line specifically. It's like very melodic up until, and even in that. But I want us to hear this like start to break apart of this beautiful legato-ness. Okay, does that make sense? It is late tonight.
Yeah. Okay. You want to hear some of that?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Or, I mean, we could just do like scene 5.
Let's do scene 5.
Scene 5, and now thinking of it all in three. Okay. And let's try to stitch like 3, that transition, that lingering moment, speeding up and slowing down. And there is, allow yourself to linger, like there is kind of a moment where it lingers and then you go on, right? So I'll give you an upbeat into all my love.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Just
that,
at least for our purposes now to like, do it, but to like sort of feel we've reached a point and then we're going on at the same time.
and by the piano part in 341, I really like don't like what I've written, and I'm probably gonna I really like. I'll rethink it, but just do not feel like you need to get all of those notes at all, or play anything like what's there. I'm gonna change everything. I think we should really feel, Melissa, correct me if I'm wrong, like I'm curious also what you think of like the order of throw, fear, break when you wrote that. I'm wondering if like we have more, if, or like there could be, maybe I'll just add some repeats there, but I think I'm feeling like I want to like throw, like popcorn style, and then break, 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 break. Starting in 366, 67. Oh, I wrote there, questions might become aleatory. I think that's, and then I really want this break moment. Break, 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 break. And then ultimate chaos. I feel like we can go more into that. Like maybe there's a moment where we decide that we're not just speeding up and getting louder, but then we're in it. And what could that sound like? Break, 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 break.
What are we breaking?
Bones.
Okay, like, okay.
Sort of like a breakdown, or is it, we're breaking down, is that?
Well, it could be through, something.
That's true.
I think what would help us in that section is if we can especially get those last three unison, break, break, and then like the big pause where none of us sings on measure 371. You know, as long as we land that together, then we don't feel as awkward when we're then starting up. Because it's just, I think we're all kind of scared to come in and
Yeah.
be wrong.
Well,
Not that
I
wrong
didn't
is a
write-
concept.
right, wrong is not really what it is. And also, I didn't really write any notes, so like how wrong would you get? You know? Yeah, let's try from all my rates, from like 364, and can we just, like, I would love to just, if each person look at like, can we just do like a really huge experiment, Melissa, would you be okay with that? Alright, so the words are fear, throw, break, rage, love, rage, hate. You just want to say those popcorn style, anywhere you want.
After.
Starting on 367. And then 367, 368, you're just saying words, and then you come in with the break,
Okay,
the sum.
do you want the words sung or spoken?
Yeah, I'm totally up in the air on that, so I think maybe let's try quasi-sum.
Okay.
Sorry. But I want to hear something that's not either right now.
Is it 369?
This is starting at 367, 367 to 368.
That's the quasi-sum part.
That's the quasi-sum part. Whenever you want, you can say break, rage, love, throw, rage, hate. Any of those.
So you want a word salad there.
I want a word salad.
So many more words than there are written.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, if it helps, writing the words, so you don't have to be like, oh, which word should I do, when we get there, just write like, whatever, like 10 words, so you just kind of read them off.
But then I do want you to come in for the break, 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 break. Does that make sense? I know I don't give you any help the cueing, because like I said, I really want to make the piano a cueing instrument. Like maybe the downbeat of 369, there's something in the lower end
That would
that's
be great.
giving you pitches.
That would be great.
That's what we'll do. If you want it right now, just throw it.
I'll just
See
say
it
like,
in there?
like down, two octaves.
Yeah.
Same thing, same spot.
See you tonight. Have fun.
So 365. So 1, 2, 3.
Okay. Well, that sold it to
I
me.
did, yeah, extending it will give them a bigger bill than it.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think maybe somehow when the piano enters at 368, like feeling like that's building as well, which then the release is the acapella
Yes.
breakdown, break.
Yep.
Breaks through a break.
Yes.
So expanding that moment a little bit. Or expanding the piano underneath those 3 big breaks, and then maybe there's another one, something that feels like the final moment is like a release.
Yeah. And I really want you to sing through the break, break. So I might renotate it, or like just break it up a little bit. Break, break, break.
And that to me, it feels like an angle or something. Like that's where even in 3/4, like we'll kind of get that feeling of bigger two.
Mm.
Or you can say, feel two.
Yeah. Okay.
Any other thoughts, questions, observations, requests?
The way that you were stuttering through the consonants, I thought that's a really cool.
Oh yeah, I love the dog case reference too. 'Cause I think that is good.
Actually, so funny, every piece that I like referenced in here through like looking at their score, I was like in my head like, oh, once I get a look at that notation, I'll know exactly what to do. And then I would look at it and be like, this is in no way helpful. I was thinking about at the beginning of, it's one of the movements of the partita, Caroline Shaw's partita, for the like hush. And I was like, that notation will be so clear for me to understand. And it's like arch note heads and squares, and I'm like, I don't want to do that. I can't do that. I can't bring squares into this right now.
You quoted yourself though, and there's a motif from Slice of Heaven.
Oh, don't tell on
I
me.
yeah.
I'm a one-trick pony. I'm like a two-trick pony. I love the sounds I love, so yeah, there we are.
It's your personal brand.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah.
So good, you're well.
Yes, I'm totally, oh. Yeah, I wanted to like lead them into slowly, like, you like hear it and then it's a thing. But but if that doesn't, I actually, yeah. And that's such a nice sound. I said, I feel like. Yeah, no, I think that is That is so true. I am such a bit,
Like if it's just a regular repeat, note, like we'll just repeat it. But if you want to repeat it multiple times.
I think I said repeat ad-lib.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
But if you want like at least 5 times.
Yes,
then
exactly.
That's something to say.
Right.
Yeah, I just,
Otherwise, people
We
will.
didn't know.
exactly, I'm like, I did not know.
Yeah.
We found out, oh, that sounds really cool, one.
Exactly. So like, if you want a ballpark, say,
Yeah.
that,
This is really stupid, but this was being recorded, so I could potentially watch this, so I could like hear it. Is that the idea? Something like, okay, great. Yeah, I think I have so much to munch on, and I'm so excited. This is really just a prototype. Yeah. Oh, we have also
Oh, wait.
Ready, 1, 2, 3, off.